Hollywood 3 decades ago and has rarely been seen or heard from since until now. Miss Day is releasing her first album of new material in almost 20 years. It's called My Heart, and that's exactly what she opened up to all of us in an exclusive interview.
Worldwide favorite star Doris Day.
She was a young girl from Cleveland, Ohio, who became one of the most successful stars in Hollywood history, appearing with some of the biggest names of the day.
Maybe you could just listen to the criticisms.
Couldn't I try writing one?
I was practically jaywalking.
No, you had a perfect right to be standing on the curb.
Yes, Mr. Webster.
Mr. Ramsey here tells me that you spoke to him.
Oh, Mickey, how could you?
Doris Day prefers not to go on camera anymore, but she allowed us the honor of a rare and special phone interview. The occasion, her first album in 17 years, called My Heart.
What a day for a daydream.
How exciting is this for you?
It's wonderful. I can't believe it, really, if you want to know the truth.
Her fans have never stopped enjoying Day's music. She released more than 36 albums over her career. Your classics like Que Sera, Sera.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's timeless, Miss Day.
I think it's because the children like it, too. And I think all the parents would sing it to them.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
But it was on the silver screen where she had her biggest success. The original Girl Next Door.
I never thought that I was going to be in movies. When I was little, I had my life planned. I was going to marry a very nice man and have 2 babies and learn to cook. And nothing like that happened.
Instead, Hollywood came calling. 39 films in all.
Miss Morrow, why are you so fascinated with my personal affairs?
I'm not fascinated, Mr. Allen. Revolted.
You
and Rock Hudson. Pillow Talk was some time ago, but people just, they just hang on to that, Miss Day.
From the first day, we laughed. He was very funny, really a funny guy. And Rock became a very, very good friend of mine. Funny thing, he called me Eunice. He always gives people names, and he'd come into the makeup department in the morning, and I'd hear, Eunice? He'd be hollering, I'm here.
What are some other leading men, some other actors that you worked with that you really appreciated?
Clark Gable. I loved Clark. He was darling.
Just what are you after?
Well, that's pretty hard to put into words.
Rock Hudson, Jimmy Garner, Clark Gable, Cary Grant. Wow.
Oh, Cary was fun, too. He really was.
Miss Timberlake, I'm glad I almost ran you down this morning.
I am, too.
Well,
and he's so good, you know, he's such a good actor.
It's got to be hard to pick a favorite, but what movies jump out to you that you really enjoyed?
Oh, all of them, because I had such a good time. I really did. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And my time in Hollywood was just beautiful.
More than 30 years ago, Doris Day left Hollywood far behind and has since spent her days living in Carmel, California, and dedicating herself to animal rights and her foundation.
I became very involved with animal work, and the minute I got here, that's what I started doing, and I love that very much.
Her last movie was With 6 You Get Egg Roll, released in 1968. But for those who think her star power may have faded, just look at what happened when we introduced her to a member of our own GMA family. Tracy, this is Miss Day. Oh.
Hi. Sorry, I'm crying.
She's crying. She's crying. She's so happy.
It's an honor to see
Tracy?
Yes.
I just want to tell you how much I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate everything you've done. I've grown up with all your movies, your show, everything since I was a kid, so I watched them all.
Oh my gosh, you're going to have me in tears.
And while Tracy dried her tears, I asked the question on so many minds. Would you ever consider doing another movie? Would you ever consider going back to Hollywood?
Really not, expecting that. But Well, you never know.
Yeah.
What the next day brings. You just never know what you're going to do.
87 years young. I hope to meet her in person one day. We chatted well after the conversation.
Sweet to see her talking
Oh
to
my God! You know, she just doesn't. This is Ohio. This is from her new.
It's pretty.
Yeah, from my heart. It's out today. It has been out in the UK since the fall and top of the chart. She's the oldest to have new music on the top of the charts there
Rocking
in
right
the
to
UK.
the top
Yeah.
today as well.
And it's dedicated to her beloved son Terry, who was a producer of that album, and he died in 2004 from melanoma. So she talked lovingly about her son, and she's thinking of him. But thank you, Miss Day. It
That was
quite
so
a
special.
afternoon. Tracy's still crying.
Let's get some weather now. Ginger Z in.